So YouTube has just recently announced that they're updating their community guideline, community policy, strike warning, 3 strikes and you're out rule, basically. And I'll put a link in the description to Creator Insider where you guys can get more information on this. And these are actually, I saw this one pop up in my YouTube studio on one of my other channels. So when you're in studio, I just kind of like glance around and see what videos are in there because typically they're worth watching. They're pretty short, straight to the point, quick, informative, and helpful. And just a quick gist of the story being that previously, if you made a mistake and ultimately received a warning or strike, your first strike would be a warning on any content that you'd upload that went against and violated the community guidelines, which there are plenty, and many of which vague. So you would get a strike, but your first strike would ultimately be a warning. Now, granted, I've actually had this happen before, and I received a strike, which ultimately was a warning, and I appealed it, and it was removed because it was inaccurate. So sometimes the algorithm makes mistakes. Human review can kind of fix those mistakes. I actually received it twice, and this was like December of 2022. I don't know what was going on, but apparently one of my videos and one of my shorts, that's what it was. It was a video and a short, triggered something. And I appealed it, and within 24 hours, it was taken care of. However, in the past, if you received a strike, your first strike would be a warning, and that warning would stay on your channel for pretty much forever. It's indefinite. And because I have so many channels, I have so many different instances I can show you. So I have a channel here that actually has a warning. So it says channel violations, active community guideline strike, warning. So that has been there. That has been there for months. I don't even remember when exactly I got it. But and some of the other channels that I manage or have access to manage, I have another one here with a warning. But basically, it's not because we intentionally created content that was going against the community guidelines. It's just that one of the guidelines just didn't align with a particular piece of the content that was created, and it ultimately got a strike. But the cool thing is now is that YouTube realizes that these may not necessarily be intentional and are actively finding or looking to find ways to reduce and lower stress and anxiety amongst creators. And one of the ways is actually, if you guys look here, you'll see underneath this video, there's really very little information. That's because YouTube added this drop down that removes the ranking by views. And essentially, YouTube's trying to create a better atmosphere, not only for the viewers, but for the creators as well, lowering stress levels and anxiety. And that was one of the ways that they've done it. But additionally, with these warnings, every time you log into your account, you see this yellow warning. It's like it can kind of have an impact and affects you. So what they realize is that most people who get warnings never get another strike. So it's not intentional. However, there are some channels out there that get warnings and they get strikes and then they get 3 and then they get deleted. But I think it's something like 80% of channels, once they get a warning, they never get another strike again. So what YouTube is doing is they are allowing people who get strikes or who are warnings or who have had warnings in the past. In the next few weeks, they say this is rolling out, and they're going to allow you to do some training to get better educated and aware and informed of the reason why, or the potential reason why you received a strike or a warning. And then after you've completed this, and maybe there's a little test to make sure you were paying attention, they're going to give you 90 days. And as long as you don't violate the guidelines again within 90 days, and you've completed the training, then they'll remove the warning. So I think that's really cool, especially considering some of the options that are available to creators at certain levels of subscriber counts and tenure on the platform that are not available to channels who have strikes or warnings. So this really is going to open up the door. And I honestly believe that YouTube is trying to do their very best to make this a great environment for everybody. So if you got a strike or a warning and you haven't seen this, again, I'll put the link in the description. If you get one by accident, then, maybe it won't be so bad. But I will say, try to do your very best to have a generally decent idea of community guideline policies. They are forever changing and evolving, and some of them aren't even, there's some things out there, some content that can be created that you may think there's no way that this could violate a guideline, and you'd be surprised. Even if it includes a backlink in your description that takes viewers off the platform somewhere that, unknowingly includes a violation of the policy. Like, there's so many you got to be careful of, which, that would be a topic of discussion for another video, which is essentially YouTube doesn't want you to take people off the platform anyway. They are concerned with viewers on the platform, session time, retention, engagement. They want everybody on YouTube as much and as long as possible. So if you kind of keep that in mind, you'll probably be relatively safe in that aspect. But yeah, new changes, updates coming to the YouTube community guideline policy and the warning and the strike system for the good. And if you guys got any questions, feel free, reach out, hit me up, let me know. But again, there will be a link to the Creator Insights channel where they have their full video, and odds are maybe some of the questions that you have are answered already in their comment section, or you can ask them directly and they may reply back. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon.